What's up, guys? Today we'll be playing Overgrowth. This game is brought to you by Wolfire Games. It also follows its predecessor, Laguru. If I'm saying that correctly, I'm not sure. It is an action-adventure game based around a heavy physics engine and a little bit of a combat simulator. It has a very small campaign, a versus mode, and a free mode that you can use with editing. Today I'm going to show you a few of those settings. We're going to start today with the versus mode, which will be right here on the grass beach. So, as you can see, you pop in. It's kind of your 2D side scroller. You can keep running as far as you want. Doesn't matter. But essentially the point of this would be if you were playing with a friend, you just come in here. They did drop some weapons, so you can pick up a sword here and you can just chop that dude. Every time you do it, it'll reset. You just come over here, you can kick him. You guys can fight. It's a real good time. In the same channel, as I can see here, this is that very small campaign I was telling you about that they started with. This is Gladiator. Essentially, you're going to fight for your freedom. Every time that you're going to come into here, you're going to start. You just kind of click through to get your commands back. And they'll set you up in a small, bout against maybe one rabbit up to 3. And you fight the rabbit until one of you is KO'd. Kind of like that. This round can venture into weapon use, team use, and really you just kind of fight each other. You see he can take me down. If I could stand back up. I'm not quite sure what. Oh, he already beat me. Oh, okay, well, there you go. You really can't lose, but you can be disqualified, which just ends the round. It's kind of interesting. I'm kind of curious to see where the other campaigns go since the worlds are so huge. Speaking of huge worlds, let's take a look at those. Okay, we're going to show you Scrubby Hills. This is a very interesting map as I mentioned, it's a very heavy physics engine. This one is more of a parkour, if you will. You can just kind of jump around all these platforms. Your rabbit can jump excessively far, but I'm not complaining because if you fall, you die, as you can see. But it's kind of just a fun exploration. You can explore the world if you can somehow get down, which by natural means is impossible just because it is way too high. But in the next clip, I will show you some editing, and you could just build yourself a staircase if you really wanted to. But really, this is all about jumping, and if you miss a jump, well, then that's the end of your rabbit. You just kind of watch him fall, and you get to watch him bounce at the bottom. It's kind of cool. That's Scrubby Hills. Okay, I have popped in the map called Eroded Plateau. This is one of the few maps that actually have buildings on them. You can come into this little town. You can explore around. When you see my guy put his fists up, he's about to engage in combat with a rabbit that is walking around. Oh, there he is. Usually these rabbits will one-hit me, but you can end that rabbit just like that. Now, in that same regard, I want to show you a few weapons. So let's retry. Let's pop to my rabbit, and let's load in an item. You can edit the world any way that you see fit. I'm going to spawn a dog spear right there. Now, my rabbit automatically picked it up. Now we're going to run back into town. These are pretty cool. They're very good for one-on-one combat, not so much for group combat. But if we can find that rabbit, they're very accurate at long range. He actually countered me and stole my spear. So this should be interesting, to say the least. He is probably going to one-hit me. Yes. And that's what happens if you lose your weapon in a bad way. And last but not least, I'm going to show you the editing feature. It's quite simple. It'd be kind of difficult to build a large structure, but I do know that Wolfire Games put a big emphasis on people trying to edit their game, mod the game, just kind of expand it any way you can. Take it past just your standard rabbit. So if you load in, you can load in a brick wall here, and you can pop it in. Continue. You can double click on them, copy and paste them anywhere you'd like. You can place them all around the desert. As you can see, I'm building all over the dunes. With these, they actually place very solid blocks that you can then interact with. You could build a house, you could build a fort, you can barricade your enemies, anything you want. You can also edit, as you saw in the last part, you can edit in weapons. So if you wanted to fight, you can load in a spear. Then at the same aspect, you can load in different characters. We're going to load a few wolves in. I have to be careful because the wolf will, in fact, fight those other rabbits and fight me. So we'll come back in, we'll stab at the wolf. Yep, he's fighting that rabbit. So throw a spear and miss. And we'll come in to fight a wolf here. He is going to try to steal my spear, kick my ass. We got him. Okay, good. Where is my spear? Okay. So we'll pick it up, and we'll hit Q. It's, like I say, exceedingly accurate at long range, but still quite fun. You can pop in some combat. You can keep taking the spear back. There's no limitations to how many times you can throw it. It's really fun. You guys should check it out. It's in its alpha state. This is Overgrowth by Wolfire Games. Just buy it. It's really cheap. Get it on a Humble Bundle. Every week they're going to put out more expansions. Just look forward to new things and the new campaigns. Thanks.